Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the baby products that I regret buying and what I wish I had bought instead and what I think you should buy instead. And then at the end I'm going to share with you some of my baby must-haves. They aren't exactly replacements for anything, but they're still very useful and I think you should also buy them. So I'm going to be looking down at my handy dandy notebook because I wrote down all the products here so that I don't forget anything. And also I'm going to leave all the links down below for all the products that I mentioned so that you can easily just click on whatever you want to shop for. So yeah, let's just get into the products that I regret buying. Alright, so my first regret is buying those like wrap zipper swaddles, like the Swaddle Me swaddles I think they're called. My baby just did not like to have her arms down. I mean, okay, she did like it at first, like when we were in the hospital, but then we got home and dad did not like her being swaddled. He just wanted her to be like free or whatever because she was, you know, crammed up in my womb for so long that I guess he just wanted her to be free. Even though babies actually like to be swaddled, they like to be all cuddled up and like snug because it reminds them of the womb and they like that. But he just wasn't about it. I don't know if he really just wanted to be free or he just like didn't know how to swaddle her. But nonetheless, I was never able to swaddle her with her arms down since, and she liked having her arms up, so with the swaddle blanket I would like try and do it, she would break out of it, and with the Moro reflex I think it's called, she would like starve herself awake. So I figured that it would be good to buy like one of those wrap swaddles that are like velcroed, you know, she can't break out of it. But she just didn't like it. They didn't fit her. She was really small. She was 6 pounds 7 ounces, so she was kind of small. They were like just too big for her, and it just didn't work out. So then I decided to buy the Love to Dream swaddle, the Swaddle Up, which I also regret buying because she did like having her arms up, so she was able to do that in the Swaddle Up, but she didn't have access to her hands, so she kind of got upset every time I zipped her up in the thing, and I just had to end up taking her out of it. But then I watched Nicole Lila Green's video on how she got her baby to sleep through the night by 3 months, which my baby did end up sleeping through the night before 3 months. And she recommended the Nested Bean Zen 1 like sleep sack swaddle thing. And guys, it is like the best thing you can buy. You can have baby's arms down, you can have baby's arms up, you can have baby's arms out. So it does everything, and it also has like a little weighted like bean bag type of thing on the chest and like on her side, so it makes her feel a little bit more soothed and comfy and snug. So ditch all of the zip swaddles, the Swaddle Up, and just buy the Nested Bean. It is a little bit more pricey than the other swaddles, like the Swaddle Me and Swaddle Up, but it's so worth it because baby can be in any position, arms down, arms up, arms out. So your baby will like it no matter how they like their arms because they can have the arms any which way. And it also has the little bean, which honestly I do think helped her sleep through the night. So the next thing I regret buying is a compact swing. I've mentioned before, I live in a 1-bedroom. It's a very small space. So if I was gonna get a swing, I wanted it to be able to be like folded up and put away, and then whenever we need to use it we can take it out and, you know, save space. So I ended up getting the Ingenuity compact swing, which I did like. It folded up, it played music, it had like little like plush toys hanging above it, but it just was ineffective. She did not like it. It was pretty much just a seat for her, but like that didn't really last very long. She didn't like it. She was not soothed by the swinging of it, and that's another thing, it only swings back and forth. So yeah, she wasn't really a big fan. Now my mom bought a swing for her that was a little bit bigger, but it's magical, and it is the Fisher-Price Cradle and Swing. I have the Snuggle-Puppy one. There's like different animals and like different colors, but she just ended up buying like the least expensive one on Amazon. But my mom actually bought it for herself so that when she's taking care of the baby she can put her in the swing. And I swear guys, that swing was magical. Like every time she went to that swing she would fall asleep in minutes, and it was just great because during that time in the newborn phase, getting her to sleep was very difficult. Obviously it's not great for a baby to like get used to only being able to sleep in a swing, but when you are a mom to a newborn little teeny weeny baby and she has trouble sleeping, you will do anything to get her to sleep so that you can have some peace and quiet. And for me that was using a swing, and that swing was great. My mom actually was so kind and let me take it, and she actually bought another swing for her, but it's just great. You should get it. It is a lot bigger, but you still can like fold it up. It's just not like as easily concealable as the compact swing, but you are still able to fold it up and, you know, put it to the side if you want. It also plays music. It has a like spinning mobile, and it also swings in different directions. So it can swing side to side, or you can like shift the seat and it'll swing back and forth, and you can shift it to the other side if baby has to face a certain way, face you or whatever. So it's very versatile. It has so many different features, and it's great. Like, it really was a lifesaver, and I really think you should get it, especially if you have even just a little bit of space for it. You should get it. It'll change your life, I promise you. All right, next thing I regret buying is a little bit controversial, but it's the Boppy. And my replacement for it is not the My Breast Friend or any other breastfeeding pillow. My replacement is just a regular pillow. Like, that's all you need. Now, don't get me wrong, the Boppy was very useful. I liked it. I use it every time that I breastfed in the very beginning, but it's really just not necessary, especially when your baby gets bigger. Like, it's just, there's not enough room. It's uncomfortable to breastfeed that way, so I ended up using a pillow anyways. And at the hospital, when I first learned how to breastfeed, like, they just put a bunch of pillows around me. I literally had like 5 pillows on my hospital bed. So yeah, all you need is a pillow. Don't spend your money on a Boppy or My Breast Friend or any of that. I mean, you can if you want. It is helpful, it is useful, it does work, but so do pillows that are free because you already have them in your house. So yeah. Okay, the next thing I regret buying isn't very specific. It's just I regret getting so many pacifiers, because my baby, at least, she's pretty adaptable. I mean, she literally took any pacifier I gave her. I gave her the Avent Soothie. That was the first one, and I pretty much stuck with that one. That's what I recommend buying, but I'll talk about that later. I gave her like a Nano Bebe one, and she took that. She tried a Mam one that were like flat. She liked it. She didn't mind. She had another Avent one that was flat, and that was fine. I think she also tried a newbie one. It was fine. But the first one that she tried, which was the Avent Soothie, is the one that she uses all the time, and personally the one that I like the best, especially if you are a breastfeeding mom, because the way that she like sucks on it, like, it's the way that she sucks on a nipple. So I mean, I'm not really like a believer in the whole nipple confusion thing, because she literally took to any pacifier that I gave her. Like, she did not care. She was like perfectly content with whatever was in her mouth. But I just felt more comfortable giving her the Avent Soothie. I mean, the Nano Bebe and the newbie ones are also like round like that, but they're short, and I felt like she just wasn't getting like a good grip on it, and I feel like that would have affected how she breastfed, and maybe she would have like a shallow latch if her pacifier was shallow also. So I just swear by the Avent Soothie. It is the perfect length. It's round, and like, you can literally like see her sucking on it, and it's exactly what she's supposed to be doing on a nipple. So if you have a breastfed baby, highly recommend the Avent Soothie. It's what they give you in the hospital too, so there's gotta be a reason, you know? Alright, my next regret also isn't a specific product, but it is buying too many fancy clothes. We don't go anywhere, especially with the state of the world right now. Like, there's no reason to go outside. There really isn't. And also, I live somewhere where it's very cold. I'd rather stay inside. I have no reason to bring my baby outside. So our nicer clothes just really don't get worn. I mean, we did have a gender reveal party to go to, and like the holidays, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like, she had outfits for that. But on a day-to-day basis, she just wears a onesie, little pants because it's cold, and socks because it's cold. And that's only because she has so many onesies. Like, if you saw my baby shower haul, you would know she got a lot of clothes. She has too many onesies, and I just need to get through them. But if she didn't have like that many, she would just be in little zip-up sleepers all day, because there really is no point in putting your baby in cute clothes. I mean, for a picture it's nice, but like, they get uncomfortable. So yeah, don't go crazy buying the super fancy cute outfits. I know that they're really adorable, and you really want to see a tiny little baby in this cute little outfit, but you're not gonna get a good use out of it. And honestly, I would just recommend buying zip-up sleepers. My favorite are the Cloud Island Sleep and Play from Target, and also the Wonder Nation sleep-in plays that are at Walmart. They zip up from the bottom, which is super great for diaper changes, and then also the newborn ones have like the folder mitts, which is really great so they don't scratch your little faces. And they're also just really soft. They're both great quality. Even the ones from Walmart, I think you can get a pack of 3 from Walmart for $10, and the pack of 3 from Target, I think it's $13, but they do sometimes have a sale where they're $10. So if you see that sale, go get them, or just go get them at Walmart. Seriously, that's all your baby needs to wear. They will love it. They'll be comfy, cozy. It's perfect. All right, now the last thing that I regret buying is an electric nail file. So in my Nest With Me vlog, you would have seen an Amazon order that I placed and that came in that had this electric baby nail file that all the moms on YouTube were raving about for little baby fingernails, and they were recommending it, saying it's the best thing to cut baby's sharp little nails. So I bought it, and it was useful. It did work. I did use it for like the first month, but then she started to be more mobile and moving around a lot more, and it was not working for us. So I just ended up using a regular baby nail clipper, and that's what I recommend you buy. Just get regular baby nail clippers. They're $2, and you just have to be careful. Put on glasses if you need to. Use a magnifying glass. But I promise you, like, you're not likely to cut your baby's skin. The ones that I personally use are the Safety First baby nail clippers. Actually, I used the one that was mine when I was a baby. I, for some reason, still have it, and I use it on her, and it's perfectly fine. They don't make it the same though, I don't think. Like, let me show you. So these are them. When I looked them up on Amazon, they have like a little extended, I'll have a picture. Like a little grip thing on them, which honestly I think would be even better and even easier to cut their little nails. But I don't know, I guess mine is just that old that they don't make it like this anymore. Or maybe that grip comes off. I'm not quite sure. But either way, these are great, and I think having that extended grip would make it even better to cut baby nails. So I would recommend just buying regular baby nail clippers or a regular nail file if you're really that scared about cutting your baby's fingers. Alright, so now moving on to just my baby must-haves that I think you should get. So the first thing are these hair scrubbers from Amazon. They're great for washing your baby's hair, especially when they have cradle cap. It like gently scrubs it away. For like the first few weeks she didn't get any cradle cap, but then she like started getting a little bit of flakes. So I used the scrubber and it took the flakes off. And also it's very inexpensive for a 2-pack, whereas I think Frida Baby sells their own version, and like one costs more than 2 of these, so I just recommend buying it. Also, kind of relating back to the pacifier thing with the Avent Soothie, I do recommend for breastfeeding mamas, especially the Avent natural bottles. In my Nest With Me vlog, you saw that I opened up a like gift set of Avent anti-colic bottles, which I do like, and I do think that it helped her with her colic because she was a little bit of a colicky baby in the very beginning. But I like the nipple of the Avent natural bottles way better because, like the name says, it is more natural. Like the base of it is like wide, and then it just resembles a breast. So she has a really good latch on it. Like she doesn't spill as much milk on the sides, whereas when she is drinking from the anti-colic bottles, a lot of milk, not a lot, but like more than when she's drinking from the natural bottles, which isn't like a huge deal, but it's just something that I noticed that made me realize that she has a better latch on the natural bottles. So I personally do like those more than the anti-colic bottles, even though I really do like the air-free vent thingies that are in the anti-colic bottles. If Avent would just mesh the two together and put the natural nipple with the anti-colic bottle, it would be the perfect baby bottle. And I know you might be thinking, well, why don't you just put the nipple into the thingy and then whatever. They don't fit. The natural nipple has a bigger base than the anti-colic one, so I unfortunately can't do that. So Avent needs to like get it together and like mesh the two together, and they're gonna have the perfect baby bottle in existence. Alright, my next must-have is changing pad liners. So my baby, especially in like the first 2-3 months, her poops were kind of crazy. And they would get everywhere. Sometimes I would open up her diaper and she would decide to go again, and then it would like shoot just straight onto the changing pad cover that I have on it, and obviously it would get dirty and sometimes stain it. So I decided to invest in changing pad liners, so that it's the changing pad cover, changing pad liner, baby, and then always put a diaper under your baby's current diaper. Always. Never, just always, okay? Trust me. And yeah, it has saved my changing pad covers ever since, because the liners catch all the poop or pee if she decides to pee when I open her diaper. Then I can just throw them in the wash. And I'm not really upset if they get stained, because it's not, you know, the nice pretty cover that I have on the changing pad. So I really would recommend you getting them. Just, they're lifesavers. Last baby must-have I have is a travel changing pad. So this is kind of self-explanatory and kind of goes along with the last must-have, but when you're on the go, you want to have something to put your baby on when you're changing their diaper, just in case of any blowouts, they pee, they poop, you know, and it gets everywhere. You can just put them on the mat. The mat catches all the nastiness, and you can just wipe it away with a wipe and then throw it in the wash if you really need to. Any travel changing mat will work. I just personally like the skip hop one because it has different compartments where you could put diapers, wipes, diaper cream, or you can even put your baby's clothes in it if your baby had a blowout and they got their clothes dirty. You can put it in there so that it doesn't get other stuff in your diaper bag dirty. So yeah, I think it's great and I recommend you get the skip hop mat. But yeah guys, that was all the baby products that I regret buying and what I think you should buy instead, as well as a few of my baby must-haves. Obviously every baby is different, and what works for my baby may not work for yours, but the things on this list are pretty general, so I think you should give them a try, and I think they really would work. But yeah, that was all for this video. I hope you found it helpful and that you enjoyed watching it. Subscribe if you want a friend, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!